What's up, guys? I'm Jason, aka Captain Nasty. Welcome to Anchored in Muscle Radio, episode 7. This is our episode. We're just back from Summer Smash. Brandi, in traditional fashion, is busting out laughing over here. Now, if you're new to us, guys, we are a fitness, nutrition, wellness,
virgins,
weight loss podcast. Brandi has to be silly over here. But in this episode, we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We've gone on a vacation. We've just gotten back from St. Louis at the 2017 Summer Smash by Phorm. One big party, if you will. We're doing a couple of different things here for those of you out there who have been following us for a little bit. We now have multiple cameras going. We have been setting up curtains around us to try to dampen the sound here in the gym a little bit. And we're going to try to do a little something different, bring you in, take away the curtains and let you view our gym, because we're experimenting. We're going to get better. But I wanted everybody to see the gym, to see what it really looks like in here, because this is pretty much the nerve center.
The back side.
This is where everything, but we got different angles that we're going to be putting in here. At least they're going to get different angles. We can go split screen. Maybe there's all kinds of cool things we can do to, up our game, to get better at what we're trying to do. And, this episode, we're going to do a little bit. What are you doing?
I don't look like an Amazon.
Check yourself out. Oh, because we have been using we've been using two different chairs, and Brandi looks like she's really a lot taller than me when she's actually not. So now we have both the same chairs here. So how are you doing today? We are 2 days. We've been home for 2 days from Summer Smash. That was our first.
I have a hair in my eye.
That was our first ever trip away as a couple in 8.5, almost 9 years. We didn't even take a honeymoon. It's been nonstop work.
Yeah.
Now it was
a huge learning experience.
We took our first trip together alone without all the kids, a mini vacation, if you will. Traveled out to St. Louis to Phorm's Summer Smash. We're back. We just wanted to get in here and talk a little bit about it and everything we did while we were there, because a lot of the people who follow us also are fans of Phorm and the brand, and all the internet sensations, the celebrities, the athletes, of course, Andy Frisella, the MF CEO, the CEO of Phorm. Everybody is interested in what he has to say. So, what we wanted to do is we wanted to come in here and give you a rundown, a recap, basically, of our experience and, what we thought, what all we did, and our thoughts on it. And, just try to bring that experience and share it with you. So, first and foremost, with a couple of days home now, what are your thoughts? Because I'm going to go into everything. I'm going to go the fiasco of us traveling the first time, because I'm pretty sure that people are going to find it funny, a lot of the things that our opinions and our ideas about traveling. So I'm going to bring you in here first, because Brandi is the one who set up and made all the travel arrangements.
Shut up.
Well, come on, tell us all about it.
I learned a lot.
I bet
what not to do, what to look at closer the next time.
Well, tell us all about it.
Like when you go to reserve your flight and they show you the picture of the seats.
Now, keep in mind, everybody, I have flown many times, but every time that I have flown, it's always been for work. I'm a boat captain. I've had to travel all over the place to catch a boat. So every time that I've had to travel, every time I've had to fly, everything's already been planned out. I didn't have to do anything. All I had to do was show up at the airport. So continue, please.
Note to self, whenever you're, God, I can't do this. Whenever you're going to reserve your seat and they show you the little pictures of the little fucking boxes, make sure there's more than one seat on the other side of the aisle.
Yeah, but see, you're skipping it. You're kind of giving them. You're kind of giving things away here to what we ran into. Come on now.
What when I walked on, I was dying.
So Brandi and I, again, now background, we've definitely never flown together.
I've flown on bigger planes, not little fucking turds.
But you're giving it away.
I'm sorry.
Because she's flown a handful of times.
Yeah.
Okay, I've flown many times. Every time I've flown for work, it's always been taken care of. The crew dispatchers, they set up everything. They make all of the arrangements, and all I do is show up to the airport. I want to say like 98% of the times that I've flown, it's been Southwest.
Don't fly on anything that says Express.
Right. So here we are. We show up at Houston Intercontinental. Is it Intercontinental IAH?
Yes.
So Houston Intercontinental Airport, Bush Airport.
That commercial.
And we check in. We are losers because we have no idea how to check our bags. She's fumbling with the machine because you're trying to get a machine, to figure out.
Okay, they didn't have that machine the last time I had been in an airport. Thank you very much.
Okay, all right. So we finally get our.
And I didn't have to check anything.
So we finally get checked in. We get our bags checked. Put in, we hand off our bags. We go and we check in at the terminal, and we're waiting. So we get the call to board, and we get in our group, and they take us down this long hall. And I turn, I look out, I tell Brandi, and it's on eye level. I said, "Is that our plane?" Because that is like a cigar. I mean, we are on the same level.
You had to walk outside on the actual concrete. To get on the plane. I've never done that before.
I've never done that before either.
Where's the thing in the air?
I've never been in a situation where I walk out a door on ground level, on concrete ground level,
Y'all was scared
and
to death.
walk up a slight gangway to get in the plane. This thing was
like
so
the
tiny.
Smart cars of airplanes.
I would agree. I had no idea of what an express plane was, I suppose. So now we're going to sit down, and I'm looking at her, and she looks nervous.
No, not nervous.
Okay, downright scared.
Petrified.
Because we literally, and I've never seen this. Okay, I've never seen a plane like that. We literally, like she said, we had 2 seats on one side of the plane, and you had one seat on the other side of the plane.
Hold up. To top it off, we had that damn tropical storm Cindy coming in too.
Tropical storm Cindy was coming in, came in early that morning.
So I knew it was going to be nasty to begin with.
So this was, what was it? Today is Tuesday. This was last Thursday that we were leaving out. And here we go. We come up, and this is a small plane, and you can tell that she's very nervous.
Y'all, if somebody farted, it would cause turbulence, is all I got to say.
So the attendant, the stewardess comes by, and we're holding hands, of course, because I'm trying to calm her down a little bit. And
I wasn't freaking out, about to go jump out.
She was
out the door.
Obviously nervous, but the lady, she started talking about what a cute couple or something. And then Brandi, I got in trouble because I was like, she's just nervous, she's scared, and I'm getting in trouble
because she started talking loud. She was like, "Oh no, sweetheart, it's gonna be okay," as loud as she can, and everybody on the plane can hear this shit. And I'm going, great. Now everybody's gonna think that I'm gonna be the one that flips the fuck out and tries to open a door.
I was actually worried about that too, because now she's starting to talk about turbulence and what a small plane we're on, and I'm thinking, with all because I've never been through security, and we kind of skipped over that because we've never been through security.
I thought I was going to have to get naked. What the hell?
I agree, and I was bringing
the poor guy. In all honesty, he tried to help me.
Supplements with me. Okay, she gets, for some reason, she goes one way.
I don't know how I got in the pre-check where they didn't do shit.
They selected me to go somewhere else, and I'm in here in a full body scan, and
I had to do it too.
I had a bag that I was going to carry on with me that I had. It's my gym bag, my First Phorm gym bag, and I'd put First Phorm supplements in it. And of course, they want to X-ray that. They want me. They take my shoes off, my belt, and all this stuff. But I haven't flown in like 10 years or more, like maybe 11 years. So there's been all kinds of
updates,
if you will. There's a lot of extra stuff now. So anyway, we finally get through the rigmarole of security, get on the plane. Brandi is nervous, and here I'm thinking, if we run into turbulence and she starts to really get scared and starts to squeal, are we going to be...
I did yelp on one of them.
And then I'm sitting there thinking, you know what? Don't they like put fucking don't they put like air marshals on certain one of these things? And then all of a sudden we're going to be labeled as terrorists or some shit, and they're going to land the plane. They're going to drag her ass off like they do. Who was it that got his ass kicked and just kind of got drug off the plane somewhere?
Hello.
And that was on United.
It was on fucking United. And what were we on?
We were on United. So, this
bitch gonna kick my ass.
And
oh my God.
All in all, though, I must say it was a pretty good flight. I thought it was a decent flight. And when we went to land in St. Louis, it did get a little...
Oh, that wasn't nice.
It was a little bit turbulent.
We were trying to land freaking sideways.
I thought Brandi was going to break my hand with the way she was squeezing my hand.
It was the equivalent of a woman holding her partner's hand while in labor.
I think that's probably close to the honest truth. So
yeah, it was doing this, going in, whoosh, whoosh, and I really thought we were going to land like this on a wing.
you never know. So guys, we get out of the airport,
Jesus.
and we're sitting here thinking, we have to get our bags, and we're sitting here thinking we're going to go to the rental car place, and we go to the rental car place. And there's a sign that says you've got to go find a shuttle.
You got to go hop on a shuttle,
so
and we'll take you like 20 miles out the way. No, not really. It wasn't 20 miles away.
Really that way.
It was just around the corner. But
so we got a rental car and we take off out of here, and it's a beautiful city, but everything it's very industrial. The area that we were traveling through to get to our hotel, which is just outside.
I think I read in that little book that their graffiti is pretty much considered art.
Brandi was amazed by the buildings.
They were so skinny.
So all of their buildings, we're in Southeast Texas.
It was amazing.
So what I guess what would you consider the houses here, like ranch style homes or something? Because up there you had the very
they were
narrow,
super skinny rectangles.
Yeah, rectangle buildings, and they were
like how? Okay, I would love to have gone in one to see how they fit a couch and a TV in the same room.
But yeah, because they were very narrow. They were like very skinny and then they had separated. I've never seen that before.
No. And what was I amazed by? The half a house.
Yeah, there was like, because all of them were very symmetrical brick buildings, and then all of a sudden she's like, there was half a house and half a brick building. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? And I thought
it looked like a normal house with the front door.
I thought she meant there was like a house that broke or got cut in half, and then there was one of these
like it was cut in half very
right
nicely.
Next door. Later on at the end of the trip on the way back, she pointed out to me, and it literally looked like a normal house, like our home right here, that somebody cut in half
and then built a tall,
added on a very symmetrical brick building to it. That was wild, but it was kind of cool because it was wild.
Half a house.
So we get to the.
It was really cool. It was neat. I've never been anywhere like that before.
We finally made it to our hotel. I thought
the arch was gorgeous.
The arch was the drive from the airport to our hotel location. What did they call that? South County.
Yes, they
call that South County. It's right. It ended up only being like 3-4 miles from First Phorm headquarters, where our hotel was. I thought
maybe even less than that.
We got checked in and immediately started seeing people. There were people arriving on Thursday. Now, because Thursday we had events on. Because there was a pre-party planned for Thursday
Helen
night.
Fitzgeralds.
So there was a pre-party planned at Helen Fitzgerald's for Thursday night. Then the regular events were scheduled to begin Friday morning, but everybody was coming in early. Mostly the people who were coming in early were the Legionnaires, like we are the brand representatives. The athletes were coming in. Of course, everybody from First Phorm, all the guys at HQ, everybody that works directly there in St. Louis for First Phorm, we started meeting them right away. If you guys follow Instagram very much, I'm going to be referencing a lot of people probably by their Instagram name, or you can go follow them on Facebook or Instagram. And I suggest that you do, because these are a lot of cool people that, I've been communicating with on Instagram for quite some time. As a rep for First Phorm, we have conference calls. We have meetings for continuing education twice a week. So these are also people that I have conversation with, or I hear them on a regular basis, may have a chance opportunity, excuse me, who I may have a chance opportunity to speak to off and on. Why are you laughing at me? Because
I had the hockaloogie noise stuck in my head. I wanted to do it.
I'm not going to hock a loogie.
No, somehow when I made it earlier.
Oh, okay. So, you know, who
no,
was...
No, I didn't hock a loogie. I was making anyways. The
first person that we ran into there that I know is, you know, pretty well known on Instagram is the PT boss, Mike Trotter. Mm-hmm. And he was really cool. I stepped up, talked to him right away. And Devin, I'm trying to remember his Instagram name. I should have took everybody's down. DJ something. I'll put it in the notes. Sorry. I'll make sure that I get everybody's Instagram name correct in the notes and the description for the podcast and a YouTube video.
Editing for Brandi.
Lots of editing. Brandi is taking over all the editing now, guys. So these videos and podcasts are going to get out to you a lot quicker now. I'm going to have
whoa.
Well, she says, okay, but her being able to work on it tomorrow,
I'm just learning
even if it takes you all day tomorrow.
The videos is what I'll take.
Even if it takes you all day tomorrow, it's quicker than it taking 4 or 5 days for me even to get to it.
I know.
Wouldn't you agree?
Yes.
So right off the bat, we ran into Mike Trotter, and I'm always giving him shit because Mike Trotter, what he does is he teaches or trains other personal trainers how to be better. That's what he does. That's his thing. And so, he does in-person conferences and classes, and I keep giving him shit all the time about. I was giving him shit on Instagram and on one of the calls about when are you going to put that in a video format so people like me who can't travel out to Georgia where he's at, I believe it's Georgia, and travel to him, when you're going to put that on YouTube or some kind of video conference that we can buy and get it. And he's, it's coming, it's always coming. So I always give him shit about it. Yes, like us with our shirts and our hats. You know, we always say,
I swear to you, it's coming.
It really is. We are about to drill down on that. That is like,
promise.
That is like, I think, goal number 1 for the next week or 2 that we're going to start trying to make some kind of headway on doing that stuff. So the pre-party, the pre-party was handled at I believe it's kind of, to me, it was like a sports bar.
They probably call it like a pub.
They may. I mean,
don't know, but it's a sports bar.
What was it? Helen Fitzgeralds. Now they had was it live? It was some live music at first when we first got there,
and then a DJ took over.
The DJ took over. I believe it actually one of the DJs who's actually a First Phorm rep took over later. I believe after we had left,
I believe,
or maybe shortly before we left. Now again, guys, you're talking about a lot of people. Okay, there are a lot of people here, and I think the issue was for me is, down here the clubs and the sports bars are totally different down here. Probably we have more bartenders. I think they had like two. They had 2 bartenders, and the club was fucking packed.
And it was a really, really large.
It was a very large bar
area
on both ends
to handle.
And everybody was crowded around, even like sitting and talking. There were so many people, so it was really difficult to get there. But once you got a drink, now there were a lot of people there. More people now. There are a lot of those guys, the ladies and the guys who've been there several times, and maybe they've been for several different functions, and they already know each other. So this was our first time going, and being so far out of the loop down in Southeast Texas. A lot of these people we've never met in person.
Kind of like a deer in headlights at some point.
It's a little bit overwhelming at first, and keep in mind that some of these people are also internet famous.
Yes.
And some of the athletes, especially, they're in all the ads for First Phorm. They're in the promotional videos. They travel to the bodybuilding shows and all these things. These guys are big time. So there's a little bit of starstruck thing there. If you're not careful, there can be. Okay. But everybody that I ran into, we ran into that first night. Of course, Mike Trotter was there. DJ Anthony was there. We ran into Stephanie Lawler, Warrior Fit 1 on Instagram. Corey Doris, Thorzan at Thorzan First Phorm on Instagram. This is, and that's a perfect fitting name too. He does look like a giant version of Tarzan, if you will. It's like, what, he's like 6'5", 6'8".
He's a cross between Thor and Tarzan.
He's a big dude. Of course, Sal Frisella was there. We got to meet my go-to guy with First Form, Aaron Summers.
Aaron with the softest beard in the world.
The dude's beard, I swear to God, if you remember ZZ Top videos, and they would do their little headbang and they would flow. The dude's beard is so soft.
It
would
softest
literally
beard
flow.
ever. He went to give me a hug, and I went to hug him back, and I knew that beard was going to touch me. Not that I have anything against your beards, because I don't, but I just knew it was going to scrape, and it was probably going to, scratch a little, and it was like the softest beard hair in the world. And I was like, oh. Right.
Lots of the, I didn't see any of the athletes there. I don't think the athletes were there in the pre-party. I don't remember seeing any. There may have been a couple, but I know a lot of the guys from HQ were there. Aaron was there. Will Grump was there. Brian Teach was there. I believe Kit Kitson was there. Sal Frisella, Andy's brother, was there. Just a lot of people. Now keep in mind, we've been working. We've had our heads down. We've kind of got away from going out in a long time. And these people were ready to party. They were having a good time.
I think that is an understatement. My entertainment was watching the younger crowd dancing behind me. That was funny. They
were getting down. I mean, now this, for us, I knew that it wasn't going to be a selfie and video fest for me, but there were selfies and videos. I mean, cameras were everywhere.
Yeah.
They were literally, they were getting down. I mean, they were partying hard.
It was like the equivalent of an MTV spring break.
In a small club. Every event, every event. And of course, everybody's talking about, where are you going to train? Are you going to meet up with us? We're going to work out. And I think me and you right away decided that
we probably were not going to be working out.
Probably not going to train, because I kept asking myself, with roughly 1,000 or more people coming into town, and they're all talking about these select few gyms, and how much real training how much real training is going to get done, and how much of it is really going to be selfie taking and, slapping each other on the ass and, fucking measuring contests and stuff like that. How much real training is going to get done. And now keep in mind, guys, we are, it's a us thing. We're used to training in this gym, which is a private gym. Not in public. So that would have been a whole other thing for us. And it's probably something we need to get back to doing. But if you haven't been training in public in a long time, it can be not only intimidating, but just monotonous, to having people around you really close up on you.
It can be discouraging and anxiety.
Yeah, a lot of. But my biggest thing was I'm sitting back thinking, I don't know that there's going to be a lot of real training getting done.
No.
So we had, and I don't drink. We don't drink very often. I think maybe I might usually have like a beer a month, if that.
He was drinking 2 or 3 to my one. When
I'm just hanging out,
and
there's not an activity for me to do. I'm like, and that's always with anything, whether it be water or coffee or whatever. I always have something to drink. So now put me in a bar or club setting where I'm just sitting down, me and her, trying to have a conversation with Aaron or Will or Stephanie or whoever we're trying to talk to, and I'm just drinking.
Realize that who was talking to me, because I couldn't see,
because it was all
I had
dark.
The bar light behind her head, and then it was dark in front of me, so all I could see was a black face.
But lots of good music, lots of people.
I didn't even know it was her until he said, "Hey, that was Stephanie," and I was like, "Oh shit, my bad."
But there was definitely a lot of good people there. Anybody that you talked to was very welcoming.
Yes.
They were ready to talk, ready to meet new people, ready to be friendly. But they were getting down. I mean, this is the pre-party, and they're getting down. So, we got through the pre-party. The next thing on the schedule was the Legionnaire Conference the next morning, at the hotel. And, Brandi wasn't going to be going. They suggested only the Legionnaires, only representatives to come. So there were, I want to say, close to 300 of us there. And, of course, all the athletes were there in attendance, too.
Brandi went and read a book in the hot tub.
Did you go to the hot tub or the pool?
I went
or
to
both?
the hot tub first because they had some kids in the pool, and then when they left, I went and jumped in the pool because I decided I was boiling myself, and so I went to cool off. And then once I started getting cold, I went and got back in the hot tub.
So
that's what I did.
At the conference, now this was the first time that all of our followers want to know. They want to know, did you get to meet Andy? Did you see Andy? Because most of our followers, Andy is an amazing motivational speaker. I follow his podcast. If you don't, check it out, the MFCEO Project podcast. He is highly motivating. He really knows how to get people fucking jacked up and ready to go run through a wall. And that's what everybody wants to know. So Andy was the very first speaker. I have to say, Brandi wanted me to come and say, well, what all did he say? What did he talk about? And I'm like, I can't remember. It's on video. I'll show you the video when the video comes out. But I can tell you this, it was great to be in the man's presence. You can tell that he's very genuine, very wealthy man, very powerful in the supplement industry, in the motivational speaker industry. And,
I would say real.
Part of what I do, and you've always commented about this, is I have a good judge of character. And this was my goal. Okay, guys, you have to understand my goal going to First Phorm, because, I've been working with First Phorm. We have been working as a team with First Phorm for a little over a year and a half, getting close to 2 years, a year and a half, let's say. And I've never got to meet any of these people face to face. Every interaction I've had is via the internet or over the telephone, text message, email, things like this. And my number one goal was not so much to go there and party and have a good time. My number one goal was to go there and get face to face with them and see in person, get an in-person vibe. And I can tell everyone this 100% that the vibe, and that's part of what I do on a day-to-day in my job, in my career, is try to get a feel for people. And I can tell you 100% that Andy is a real, genuine dude. He puts his pants on one leg at a time, just like the rest of us. And when he spoke, it did give me a different perspective on everything that we're trying to do. Of course, those meetings are just for us. Those videos are not going to be made public. I'll be able to show it to you, of course.
Yeah.
But those will not be made public. But Andy spoke first. He really put, a perspective on the message to the troops. That what you always hear from them, it's always about help. How much you can help others. And that's exactly why we wanted to be a part of what they're doing. That is exactly what we're trying to do, is help others and putting people first, helping people first, number one. So, he was a great speaker. Also speaking was Aaron Summers, my go-to guy, my coach, if you will, for lack of a better term, good friend, but trying to make and become good friends with Aaron. I know
He's
that
a sweetheart.
Brandi has said that we had a bromance at times. I know that he's even gotten on the phone with Brandi, helped her out with our website. I know you had a good conversation with him.
Yes.
I didn't know if you want to elaborate on it or not, how he was helping you with the website.
I just love him to death. Very helpful. He's great.
Did we have him?
I'm going to call him the Beard or something. He's going to have a nickname.
When she was building our website, we put out our first blog. We sent our first blog to him to look it over and give us his feedback. And we were trying to put the products on our website. And, I know he was helping you out getting some of the links right. Or he called in and said, hey, you got the link wrong. We need to do this.
Yeah. That was what the links were wrong. And he was helping me work through that and gave me some pointers on aesthetics.
Everything
for the page.
Everything that they do there. These are the guys at First Phorm. It's much more than a supplement company. Okay. That's the message that I want to get across in this podcast, is there's so much more than a supplement company. What did you do? You have this weird look on your face. Did you belch or fart or something?
No, I didn't. The gulp.
Oh, the gulp. No, I didn't hear it. Don't worry about it.
Sorry.
So, they are so much more than a supplement company. Guys, you have to understand that everything that we are doing, they are helping us provide. They are giving us so many tools, just like helping you, going in there, looking over the blog that I wrote, that you went over, probably double and triple checked all my poor fucking grammar. You go structure the paragraphs properly, and then we can send it off to him. And he was kind of, he works for the supplement company, but they do way more than that. They help us. He goes and he reads over it and says, okay, well, what about this or that, or maybe you should take that out. And then he go beyond that to take a look at our website, because they
telling me where I can put links in.
Right. They go through this every day, and this is part of what they do with the supplement company, and then they come and provide that for us, that help for us, so that we can be better for people who we are trying to help ourselves. I mean, on and on and on into the continuing education we get with phone calls. I mean, I literally, these guys put in time. I've literally text messaged him at 11 p.m. midnight and got a response. And, at a question I may have, or a customer, had an issue, put in the wrong URL, ended up getting charged for shipping whenever, you're not supposed to, you have a free shipping option if you go through us. And we had one time somebody, type in the wrong URL, got charged, and they had his money back within, like a couple of hours.
Yeah. In
the middle of the night. So these guys do so much more. Also speaking at that was Ryan Riggle, Jenna Fail, First Form athlete, Stephanie Lawler. I know Jenna is, she has, I forget how many followers. It's hundreds of thousands, if not millions. It's a lot. She is just a beautiful woman. She's very gorgeous. She's a very real
tiny
person. She is also very real. To see her Instagram and to meet her in person, there's the glitz and the glam, but she talks real. She's just like us. She's just like everybody else, and I really enjoyed hearing her story. Her and her husband, I think they lost everything this past year in a fire. Their pets also. That was just a heart-wrenching story. But to hear all these people speak was just wonderful to me. And then, I knew that the conference was scheduled from 12:30 until 3:30, or 12:45 to 3:30. And then I got to looking at my email, which because we got the VIP tickets, which meant, if you got the regular golden ticket, they had a St. Louis Cardinals baseball game for you to go to. If you had the VIP ticket, you were going to go to the VIP dinner, which we knew would be with Andy and Emily and all the First Form athletes. But here I am looking, it's getting close to 3 o'clock, rocking on to 3:30, and I look at my email, it says, well, the bus for the dinner leaves at 5:20, and I'm texting Brandi. The limo bus.
A limo bus.
So I'm texting Brandi because I'm knowing it takes her like 2 or 3 hours to get ready if she goes through the full process.
And then this was a huge thing.
We knew this was going to, we already had the freak out moment when they told us cocktail dress. We already had that freak out moment.
Yeah.
Well, tell them about it, because we don't.
I couldn't find y'all.
We don't go to those type of events, those super fancy events. So she's stressed out so bad over this.
Shirt. I'm wearing blue jeans, shorts, and flip flops. That's what I wear. That are athletic clothes. I don't really.
If we go out somewhere, we normally you're in jeans, a really nice shirt, and heels.
And heels are small wedges. And Aaron comes back and says cocktail dress, and I am like a deer in headlights with an 18-wheeler coming at me full force.
And here I am. I'm texting him. I'm like, okay, she wants to know what you mean by cocktail dress, because there's supposed to be several different kinds of cocktail dress.
No, yeah, they have sparkly ones. They have like beaded ones.
But
you name it, they've got a kind of cocktail dress.
He's so cool. He answers me back right away. He goes, well. I just didn't know what else to put. Just she'll be fine in anything. It doesn't matter.
So I'm going, okay, cool. I can just go find a dress. Y'all, I shopped.
This doesn't necessarily work out so well either.
I come home the first day from my shopping.
What was that on Saturday?
No, it wasn't even the first day. It was within the first 4 hours.
What was that on Saturday? We found out Friday or Saturday, and we knew we had to leave on Thursday, the following Thursday. And I told her, I said, well, you better get out and go shopping right now.
So the next day, of course, they shut down our Macy's, where I knew they would have a fucking dress. Well, guess what? We don't have a freaking Macy's anymore. So I go to Dillard's, and y'all, oh my God, everything I tried on did not fit me right. Now, of course,
you're going to have just a perfect fit.
And say this.
We'll get into it.
I've gained 20 pounds.
While you were off, what were you off, like 7 months, 8 months?
9 months.
9 months total out of the gym.
I've gained 20 pounds. So, of course, nothing is fitting me right. And, of course, everything is going to, to me, is going to look like shit. And I come home within the first 4 hours, and I'm telling you, I tried on beaded dresses. I tried on sundresses. You name the type of dress, I tried that son of a bitch on. The only thing I didn't try on was a wedding dress. I shit you not.
And every day, I swear, it looked like she was going to be in tears.
I did. The first day, I was gone 4 hours.
And come back in tears. That's right. I was in there trying to work out, get ready to go to work.
No, did I tell you the main reason why I was in tears?
No.
Because I actually went, last ditch effort, I went into David's Bridal.
Oh my goodness. Joe,
You didn't tell me that. I sure did. And I found the most gorgeous bridesmaid dress, but it didn't look like a bridesmaid's dress. It was floral,
really?
But it was strapless, and it was a high-low, and it was chiffon. It was gorgeous.
Was it?
Yes, it was. Son of a bitch was a size 10. I needed a 12, and they didn't have a 12.
Oh my goodness.
I put it on, and all I had to do was kind of just hold it in the back, and I was like, this is it. This is it. This is it. And the lady comes up because, can I help you? And I'm like, yes, I really need your help a lot because I can't get this closed. Do you have a 12? And she's like, let me go look. And I'm like, please do. And she comes back, no, ma'am, we don't. And I was like, oh, well, fuck this. I'm screwed.
But you ended up finding several options that you were comfortable with.
No, it even went as far as the next day. I was texting my sister and going, okay, I Googled this restaurant and I sent her pictures and told her, okay, go to this webpage, look at these pictures and tell me what you're supposed to wear to this. Is it supposed to be a fancy cocktail dress, or can I really wear something just cute that I would wear out?
She was stressing the fuck out over this, I'm telling you.
So me and my sister collaborated on this. Bless her heart. I love her. Thank God for her.
Well, because also you have begun following Emily Frisella on YouTube, Snapchat,
there are 2
Instagram.
people that I religiously follow.
And we knew that we were going to be meeting them in person in this VIP dinner. So, I mean, of course, I get it. Go ahead.
My 2 people that I religiously follow.
We also have her book.
Dana Lynn Bailey and Emily Frisella. Yeah.
And we have her book. Brandi has been following, and actually we got her book. What's the name of the Fresh Farmhouse Kitchen?
Yes.
Check out her book. That is a cookbook.
It's so
all
good.
The recipes are in there. All the macros are in there. You can check that out on our website, anchoredinmuscle.com, under the products tab, and use one of our links to Amazon to check that book out if you like. If you want to show support for what we do.
So we decided that I would be
all of those. Sorry, I know I cut you off sometimes. I'm going to tell you right now, all of those all those recipes in there, Brandi has been cooking those one at a time, and not only can I tell you they're fucking amazing, when the kids are begging for them, you know that it's some damn good food.
When he says I'm not allowed to cook the sauteed shrimp,
except for when I'm home,
except for when he's home, and the kids are begging me to do it while he's gone, so they can have
right,
more.
They are.
That's some good shit.
So they can keep it all themselves, a little bastard.
But anyways. So I decided, okay, I'm going to go try this again. So I go to Versona because they usually, any other day of the year, I can go to the mall, walk past Versona, and they have the cutest dresses on display. I shit you not, lo and behold,
this time.
Not this damn time. So I'm in there looking around, and then all of a sudden I hear somebody say, oh, no, I don't need any help. That's my sister. And I turn around, and it's my sister, and I'm like, oh. Thank God.
And she showed up. She just came and showed up for you?
No, she was in there shopping.
Oh, okay. All right.
So we decided, and she was like, yeah, I looked at those pictures, and Brandi, I don't think you need a fancy dress. And I was like, cool, help me out. And so we picked out some cute pink ankle pants and a really nice off-the-shoulder beige top that has some floral shit on it. And we picked out some rose gold jewelry to go with it. And I was like, cool. So that was my outfit. But just in case I had a backup dress that I brought with me that I had. And about 4 pairs of shoes.
Oh my goodness. We I think in the end we overpacked for 4 days.
Needless to say, I was underdressed.
Well, I don't think to say that First Phorm and Andy, Emily, that they go above and beyond is an understatement. Okay, now the first fiasco to this VIP dinner. And that's not them, it's us. Okay, this is a testament to how, I don't want to say uninteresting our life, but we have just been so much work.
I've never been anything that damn fancy in my life.
Building this brand, I've never been anything like that. But anyway, I don't want to get ahead of ourselves because I think it's really funny, the parking.
Oh, dear God.
So we were going to miss, because it's taking Brandi. It takes her like 2.5 hours to do her full.
Well, this is a big
her
thing.
full routine, right?
No,
so we knew we were going to miss the limo bus, but it was okay.
I was
we
trying
could drive.
so hard to make it. Though.
I know you were, and we
missed
almost
it by 20
did.
minutes.
So we decided to drive. We've never been to this restaurant. We've never been in St. Louis before.
I looked at the pictures online.
So here we trying to find parking because it's downtown, right? Downtown.
I am as country come to town as you could ever imagine. You can't take me anywhere.
Even around us downtown, there are certain lots that anybody can pay to park. But we couldn't find any of those. And what we noticed is there's all
They were invisible.
They were parking, of course, like parallel parking along the streets. And you would see these little markers, and I was like, okay, I'm not seeing any parking meters, which
fancy computerized fucking parking meters.
We finally pulled over to the side. I'm like, look, I see people going to this box over here. It's a stand. So we get up to this thing, and it's computerized. And how many times
we did it at least two or three times in one spot, and we're like, this fucking thing is broken. So
because every time we would do it, it would only give us back an hour, and we knew we were going to be there longer than an hour, right?
Yes.
So we paid like 3 times.
The first one was for 2 hours,
so
and we were like, this is going to be longer than 2 damn hours.
We moved over 2 streets and thinking maybe it was just that street or maybe it was that machine. And so
we found one that was for 4 hours.
We found one that was for 4 hours. It was extended.
4.
So we're fighting this damn thing, knowing that we're about to be late. We're about to be late for the dinner.
I was ready to punch it or kick it. I couldn't decide which one.
How many times did we pay? I think we paid another 2 or 3 times. And every time it came out, it would say till 6:59. I'm like, that's not fucking long enough. And then I got to thinking, wait a minute. And I'm watching other people.
It's funny now, but it wasn't at the time.
I'm watching other people. Some people aren't even paying.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Is this
like free parking?
And then I go reading on it, and I finally read that you don't even need to fucking pay. And I'm like,
because it's free.
After a certain time,
starting at 7 o'clock.
So
on a Friday.
So that's why I was giving us. We were paying for 1 hour. We done paid like 5 or 6 fucking times. Country bumpkins done went big city.
Dumb asses.
So we walk around to the restaurant now. Now, granted, we've never been to a restaurant like that before. When we walk in, I mean, there's a doorman. Then there's a concierge because it's a rooftop
There's a dude
restaurant.
who pushes the elevator button for you.
So you have a doorman.
Like, what?
You have a concierge at the elevator.
Like, dude, you get paid to do this.
So what we found out was, this is a restaurant.
Art.
This is a restaurant that they, I guess what they do, you rent it out for your event.
Yeah.
Really nice restaurant. They had amazing art. Beautiful setting.
Beautiful view.
Beautiful view. And of course, they're going to have videos coming out. There's going to be photos and videos, and you'll be able to see
a drone that can fly to the moon.
Oh my God. So we get in.
Not lying. It went far.
we get in here, and we show up. We didn't show up late, but we showed up towards the end right on time, pretty much. And all the athletes were there. All the major athletes.
Like the only thing that was missing was paparazzi and a red carpet.
Right. Now, when I say the only way I know how to describe it, I've told people, I mean, they go all out.
He had the right description. I was like this.
This was very movie star, movie awards, and award ceremony. I mean, it was glitzy. To us. Now, to them.
Let's be clear. That's what it was like.
To them, I mean, this is normal. They go big, not all the time, every day, but when they do an event, they do a dinner.
Oh, they do an event.
They do it right. I mean, they had it done right. Okay.
They pull out all the stops.
But I think it was beyond what we could.
It was very overwhelming. It was for me.
it was a little bit beyond what we could imagine because we've never been in that situation
was
before.
Not prepared for that, mentally prepared.
But I mean, all of the ladies,
amazing,
all of the guys looked amazing. These, I mean, they
were
truly looked like movie stars.
Dudes looked awesome.
The guys looked awesome.
Even our pregnant ones look beautiful.
I mean,
Bless
the
their
pregnant
hearts.
athletes, I felt so bad for them, but they're there. I mean, I think they got like what we see, like two or three. And well,
I believe it was two.
Sal's wife is pregnant, and Rachel Nicole Fit, I believe, is her Instagram name. She's one of the athletes. Her husband is also a sponsored athlete with First Form. Both of them were pregnant.
Bless their hearts.
Right off the bat, you're going to see this video. They had, I mean, like the super drone of drones. I didn't even know drones could fucking go that far away.
That fast either.
So they were flying it in right over. I mean, you couldn't reach it. It was right over,
if it
out
hit
of reach.
Somebody's hair, it was going to rip their hair
They
out.
would fly it in on you and then fly it back out. And it was going so damn high, you couldn't even see the damn thing. I mean, I swear to God, it was like a mile high.
And you're like, oh, it's right above you. What the fuck? When
Because
did it get there?
It flew back down over the top of you. Now,
Where did it come from?
Now imagine we've got all this glitz, all this glam. We are surrounded by Andy Frisella, the MFCEO is health. You got Emily Frisella. You got all the First Form athletes and the beautiful view. And Brandi is impressed by the dog park down below. She is mesmerized by the dog park.
No, this was legit. It was a legit dog park. It had sculptures in the dog park with actual dogs in it.
It was a dog park.
I've never seen one. The one in Beaumont never has dogs in it, and it's not that nice and fun looking.
And it doesn't have
like I wanted a dog just to go take it to the park.
It doesn't have
to play with other doggies.
It doesn't have artwork in it. It doesn't have things like doggy obstacle courses in it. They even their dog park is done up right.
Oh my god.
So
leave it to me. You can't take me anywhere.
All the guys that are following probably know and follow Derek Whita. Tony, always have a hard time with his last name. He goes by Real World Tactical.
Mm-hmm.
He has crazy videos on YouTube.
You name it, they were there.
Big Ty Russ. I mean, I'm totally straight guy, but the best looking man I've ever seen in my life, Mike Cunahan, is there. He is a New York City cop. This dude is like a fucking model. Okay,
he's very beautiful.
This dude looks fucking good. Okay, if you want to have man envy on somebody, this fucking dude looks good. Okay,
like if you're gonna have a dude crush, that's the one.
He's not really that big. But I mean, he looks like a bodybuilder. I mean, like physical size.
We're talking face.
The face, Abercrombie
hair,
face. I mean, just perfect hair, perfect outfit.
You're just like, oh, you're so pretty and beautiful. Oh my god.
Jenna Fail was there. Her husband, Marissa Loren.
Mm-hmm.
Now she was on Inked. That's where she got a lot. Some of her fame. She was on that TV show Inked. If you've ever heard of her, Marissa Loren, also sponsored athlete with First Form.
I just keep going. She's beautiful. Okay, they're all beautiful.
All of the ladies were beautiful. Of course, Andy and Emily were there. Big Ty Russ, Jake Taylor, Aaron Summers, of course, was there. All the guys from most of the guys from HQ, because I think some of them went to the baseball game and then some of them came to the VIP dinner. Mm-hmm. They kind of had to split because, they're trying to spend time, get to know all the people who have come in. And so, one of the things that I know people who I talk to follow us they really wanted to know going in is, are you going to get a chance to talk to Andy? So, I think guys are going to be a little bit upset that I haven't posted any photos because we said we would. We even talked about doing some audio, but at the end of the day, whenever you get in that situation,
y'all just should have understood and been there to understand
why
we did not do that.
I did get a chance to talk to Andy. He was coming up, and I said hello to him. I stuck my hand out, I shook his hand. I did get a chance to talk to him for 5 to 10 minutes. A personal conversation. To be honest with you, I mean everybody's going to have their own take. Everybody's going to have their own opinion. But me personally, guys, I didn't want to be just another dude trying to steal, like an attention whore, trying to steal a piece of his time, treat him like a piece of meat. Hey man, can I get a picture with you? And that's it. I wanted to have a real conversation with a real guy.
And he did.
And I felt like we had a genuine conversation. It wasn't very long. Of course, you got all kinds of people wanting a piece of his time, and I'm not going to like be up in his grill. He was trying to go get a drink. We were talking about what the next day would be like, because it would be a lot more people. There would be over 1,000 people.
Very stressed.
He mentioned that because this is he is a very famous guy.
Too in depth on what I feel about it.
Right, he is a very famous guy. I mean, but you could tell that he is a very genuine person.
Yes.
He's not the type of person that fucking, lives for that. I mean, he's really, and I've heard him say it, that he's really naturally an introvert.
Me and him could be BFFs on an introvert scale, I think.
So Brandi was waiting for her opportunity to get a chance to talk to Emily, because she is very much a fan of Emily.
And of course, I'm like the freak of the two of us going, oh my God, what do I say? How do I do it without sounding like a psychopath? What the fuck do I do? Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I don't know. She's talking to this person. I'm not just going to go bust up in there. What the fuck am I going to do?
I would say that I'm a little bit more outgoing when it comes to just walking up and talking to people that I don't know.
I'm very shy, very quiet, very reserved when I'm around people I do not know. I don't go out of my way. I can't.
Well, because, I'll just walk up and treat them just like a normal person. Now, of course, she had people, trying to hang out with her like crazy. But there did come a time where there was an opportunity.
Like a split second.
And
I just smiled at her, and that was her cue, and she knew it.
She started talking. She was very welcoming.
Bless her heart.
Beautiful. I mean, stunning. And I'm sure you've seen the photo.
She's gorgeous.
I asked her, hey, can I get a picture of you guys?
She looks the same in person as she does in all those pictures.
Very beautiful,
beautiful,
very welcoming. I think you got a chance. You want to talk about that? You got a chance to say a few words, speak to her for a couple minutes.
Oh, I told her she needed to teach me how to cook.
Yeah.
And how much the kids loved, of course, the damn shrimp. And then I don't know. I'm still.
Are you still starstruck?
Still at a loss.
But you will have that photo
she
forever.
She hugged me.
Very genuine.
She went in for the hug first. I mean, I felt very comfortable around her. Very genuine, very real.
Beautiful. Just amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, what else can you say? Now, we didn't stay very long. I mean, it wasn't like we had to stay. We could have stayed longer. I think some of the things were a little bit overwhelming, maybe for both of us. But that's an us issue. Let me make that very clear. That's an us issue, not a them issue. They were all very welcoming and amazing.
I learned a lesson, and I feel like it was more me. And y'all have heard me talk about my personal issues before, and I think they hit me like a Mack truck, and I was not expecting that at all.
Not prepared for those insecurities to come rushing in?
No, I wasn't. And I've worked so hard to get that under control. And it was like Pandora's box opened, and I was like I don't even know how to describe it. And I regret it. I really do. I wish I could take it back. And
well, I didn't want you to be forced into an uncomfortable situation.
And I felt like I took something from him. So, of course, later I was just...
But that's not the only chance. We
upset with myself.
The reason why I wanted to go to that VIP dinner in the first place was to get more of a one-on-one, intimate setting to talk to people on a real level. Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
And one thing I can say is, I have a lot of takeaways on a lot of things that I've learned over this last weekend, about myself. I have since started following more of the athletes on Instagram. I don't know if he knows that I did it, but I did. And I believe it's...
Well, you've always said through this, not to cut you off, but just to kind of direct a little bit, you've always said between us that you wanted me to be the out front person and you were more comfortable with being behind the scenes.
I've always been better at behind the scenes. And the only reason I can do this and be silly is because there's nobody else in front of me in my face
right this second.
Yeah, right this second. And it does, because he's here and I'm fine, but there was an athlete when I started going over there. I sound like a stalker now, but anyways, when I started looking at some of their Instagram pages and some of their comments and how they actually had the same issues as I do, and what I experienced when it comes to my self-esteem and my self-worth and my self-confidence. And yeah, I've had a lot to think about, and I fully intend on sending snail mail to Miss Emily and
apologizing
because I feel like it was very.
I think I asked you a few questions though that might have made you reconsider some of that. Remember, I asked you because there may be some people who maybe we're not huge, but there may be some people out there that already look at you that way. And what if you were that athlete? Then how would you think of it? How would you be seeing it from the other? Remember, I asked you those questions.
That's one reason why I feel so bad about it, because I don't want any of them to think that it was being rude or
because it was 100%. It was us and not them. And the one thing even more amazing than that, they knew that we had left. I got a text message, "Hey, where'd you go?" So they really cared about us. They really knew what was going on. And, and we didn't leave for any bad reason. It was just a little bit overwhelming. I mean, they went all out. I mean, it was fucking amazing.
I was I've never had a true panic attack or an anxiety attack before. And I think I was really and truly on the verge of one. But it was. But not out of anything they did wrong. No, they did absolutely nothing wrong. Nothing.
The scale of how amazing it was. I can see where it might be a little bit overwhelming, especially for people who've never been in that situation before.
Yeah.
You never know until you are put into that situation.
So I have currently looked up how to get in contact with Emily Frisella, and I fully
you can send her a message on Snapchat, Instagram.
No, I don't want
email.
I don't want to do that. She has a PO box address.
Oh, you'll write her a letter.
And I would prefer to write her a letter because it's more personal than
that'd be
an
a great
email.
way to do it.
Just look, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean for that
I
to
think
happen.
you know what? I think that they will really and truly they will understand. I'm pretty sure that they will.
And if I had to do it over again, I would do something. It would be so different.
So
I really regret.
We went off, but it was it was a vacation for us. I mean, we didn't have a bad day. We went on to have a good dinner. I mean, at a place we've never been to before.
Of all places,
we went back to something that's more on our scale.
TGI Fridays. I had
because
never
you
been
had
to
never
one.
been, and I've been telling her all along about
we ended up.
About the what the hell is that damn drink? The Mississippi mudslide drink at TGI Fridays. I've been telling her about this for years, and we had to go there and get one.
Y'all, I'm going to go really back for a second here.
Okay.
I don't drink wine.
Yeah, I don't either.
And I did not see them have anything to make amaretto sours with. I could be wrong.
Oh, they had it. I guarantee.
So what did Brandi ask for?
A beer.
A fucking beer.
Oh, you're talking about at the dinner.
Wait, yeah. And whenever I got to drinking this beer and I got to looking around at all the beautiful ladies, what were they drinking?
I didn't know. I didn't know.
Wine or little bitty tiny mixed drink things. And I've got a fucking beer. I'm like,
there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
Bring on the hay, the booze, and let's have a hoedown. That's what I thought I was doing, apparently.
So, I mean,
anyways,
everything there was amazing. I mean, it was just over the top. They do it big. They do it right. I'm sorry, guys. I hope you're not disappointed that I didn't, hey, Andy, let's get a picture. But I just really wanted to talk to the guy one-on-one in person. That's all I wanted to do. I just wanted to have a genuine conversation with the man, get a feel for who he is as a man, not the guy, not the internet personality. I wanted to talk to him one-on-one. And let him know because, hey, we are bringing our group. We represent not only them, but we represent our group and the group of people we're trying to help. So we get on into the next day, the main event, because we're getting on in our time. We're almost, people are telling us that we're always too long. But, I mean, hey, we're trying to tell you the story of our experience here. So the main event. How do you... Go ahead.
We're going to talk about the pre-reg.
Oh, we went and they allowed us to go and pre-register with our tickets so we could go ahead and get everything. And we had no idea. We knew we would be getting some custom gear, and I'm sure that if you follow us on Facebook and Instagram, they probably have seen this. But here we have 2 tickets, and we had sent them our shirt sizes, things like this, and we go and we pre-register. I let them know that we were VIP. So we got these backpacks, custom backpacks.
Everybody got a backpack.
Everybody got a backpack with their last name on it. So here we got 2 backpacks with the same name. And you open up the backpack. Go ahead.
And we got new shit.
We got new shit. So we opened up the backpack. We got 2 new flavors of Formula One.
Can you say yum?
Was it lemon meringue?
Lemon meringue, baby. Oh my
Formula One.
God.
Orange Dreamsicle Formula One. These are not out yet. They have not been released.
Like a lemon drop or lemon meringue pie. It is on. Do you hear me?
I think the Orange Dreamsicle tastes like orange sherbet. I think it's amazing.
It's good.
So the cool thing about this is now these backpacks had one of each. So we had 2 backpacks. So we got 2 jugs of each.
Score.
And then once they realized that we had VIP ticket holders, now they go back. Hold on a minute, I got something else for you. They come back with now a level 1 mint chocolate ice cream sandwich.
Y'all.
Or is it mint ice cream sandwich?
I don't know, and I don't
level
give a shit.
1.
It tastes like a goddamn mint shake. Mint chocolate shake.
My favorite ice cream has always been mint chocolate chip ice cream. Now, let me tell you, again, this is not out yet, and there were only 25 VIP ticket holders, and we were 2 of the 25 VIP ticket holders, and we got 2 jugs of this level 1 meal replacement flavor that is not out yet.
Oh, that's so good.
So,
oh my God.
So we have now 3 flavors in double dose because we got
a strawberry kiwi megawatt.
Plus we got also
really
brand new strawberry kiwi megawatt V2 pre-workout. None of these flavors are out yet. So you know what? If you follow us and you want a sample, send me a message. Shoot me a message, anchoredinmuscle@gmail.com. And I will bottle up. I will scoop out some of mine, and I'll put it in bottles. We'll get labels on it. We'll ship it out to you.
I'm stingy.
If you want a sample, you can't be stingy. We got to sample this stuff.
No, that shit's good.
So not only was that, we got a book. It were both a journal, and what we didn't realize at the time.
I thought it was just some kind of texture on it.
But after a while looking at it, and I saw some people posting about it on Facebook, our name is, how would you say, imprinted in the texture of the book, of these journals. I mean, top notch, all really cool. The way. I mean, the stuff that they gave us was just amazing. It was a backpack, the new flavors, koozies, hats, T-shirts, the journal, the
thingamajigger,
the coffee mug. It's almost like a Yeti style. It's engraved with Summer Smash 2017.
I'm turning my page.
The armband. I mean, just a ton of stuff that we got going into that. I mean, from beginning to end, everything's fucking top notch. Okay, everything. They do it big. They do it right. Every person that we ran into, that we spoke to, every single person was very welcoming, willing to meet new people, very talkative. I mean, just every person that we met, every person that we met while we were there, amazing. Amazing. Every person. Now, I didn't get to meet everybody that I wanted to meet because a lot of times they were in a crowd. They were over there. The next time I turned around, they were gone.
Yeah, you had to be quick.
So
the next morning was the mud run.
The mud run that we had decided we weren't going to go to because every night was basically being a party night. Every night, everybody was drinking every single night. Yeah. Every night. And our heat was set up for 8:30 in the morning. And it was an hour away.
Which you didn't have to go at that time, but we also learned that, should we go get some Walmart tennis shoes?
Yeah, we didn't bring the stuff, so we had decided that we weren't going to do that, but we took a nice trip.
We had never been anywhere on a vacation, just me and him, or a honeymoon. And so I found this place, and I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but it's Meramec Caverns. And I had been to Carlsbad Caverns in New Mexico before, and it's absolutely beautiful. And I knew that this place had the same features, stalactites, stalagmites, and all this kind of shit. Anyways, and so I was like, hey, let's go here. And he was like, cool, let's go. So how was your first trip into caverns?
You know what? I enjoyed it. It was a nice thing.
Amazing.
Very, very, very beautiful. I'm not good. I'm like, we watch all this ancient history stuff. I mean, hell, you might be able to live in caverns. You never know. But went ziplining for the first time.
Me.
Yes, it was a great.
I'm scared of heights, and I got up there and I ziplined, and it was cool as shit.
It was awesome. So, and then, of course, that was in the morning time. Then the main event for Summer Smash was planned for 2:30, 3:30?
It started at 2:30.
2:30 to 10. The main event, Summer Smash, actual Summer Smash main event at First Phorm headquarters. Mm-hmm. So, if you want to talk about a party, okay, imagine it. I'm trying to figure out how to describe
how
it.
How big is our yard?
I think we're on about 1 acre.
Right at an acre.
Right at an acre.
You cram 1,000 people onto this little area, and that's what you had partying.
I mean, alcohol,
wait.
drinks.
And in that space, you have a massive
pool. They had a portable pool for people to get in, swim,
a big
play around.
stage with a band playing on it.
Concert style stage.
A petting zoo, basically, with a camel, might I add. You had it set up for chest press. No, it was a bench press, pull-ups, and rowing little challenge things happening. And then you had a couple of vending. Pull-up challenge. And then you had a couple of vendors.
For alcohol, drinks, food. I believe so.
And then not to mention in front of the stage, there was rows of seats, and then there was also a place to sit off and eat.
The warehouse was also open, so we got to go in there.
Cram that all in our yard. In
there, they had a big station where they were sampling out products. First Phorm Protein, Formula One, Level 1, all the Intraformance, pre-workout. They had samples going. You had the availability to go in there and buy all this T-shirts, hats, pants, all the gear. A spot in there they had a spot in there with all the graphics for you to take pictures up against it. Yeah. I mean, a lot of really cool things going on here. But, I mean, it's like elbow to elbow. Take a spring break. I like to...
MTV spring break.
Take like an MTV spring break, 1,000 to 1,500 people, and put it on 1 acre. And I'm sure maybe if that's your type of deal. I mean, it's not necessarily my type of deal anymore. I've never been one to go to those... Like, I never went to the beach on spring break because it was just too many damn people, too much alcohol flowing, and shit like that.
But I did.
I mean, that's not necessarily my thing, but once again, that's a me issue. That's not a them issue. These fuckers, they throw a big party. If you like a big party, there was a big ass fucking party.
That's a party.
I mean, it was really some cool shit there. Again, the drone video, the band playing, the speakers. Andy was speaking.
Andy had a massive line of people taking pictures with him.
Again, there you have people who are just waiting in line, trying to get a piece of his time. All the athletes were there. I mean, everybody was taking pictures. Everybody was having a really good time. Mm-hmm. I mean, it was a hell of a party. If you like that type of party, you should definitely go.
That's where you need to be.
It is. It was. They party down. I mean, you'll see the pictures. There's going to be videos coming out. All kinds of shit.
They were still partying the day after for Emily's birthday.
Yeah, they had that was private. Just the athletes
but they were
and
still
close
partying.
friends.
I was like, I'm tired.
These guys, they probably need to recover. Because they've had like 3 days, 4 days of
on the
straight
bar.
partying.
I don't know if you noticed, but in one of their Instagram, what do you call it? Stories.
Yeah, it was like recovery lunch.
They had a bottle of Remedy.
Yeah,
sitting on the bar.
Remedy. I've heard that stuff. I haven't tried it yet, but I've heard that stuff really works.
They had the bottle of Remedy sitting on the bar,
and that's First Phorm supplement for hangover recovery, and it works. It works. If you are a partier, you're a drinker. Get you some of that Remedy. So, babe, we are over an hour now.
Okay, so we're gonna move it on down to our traveling home.
Traveling home was a lot better because the plane was bigger. Again, now we have
1 seat.
But now we have, not only do we have all the free supplements that we got.
We got to do a skywalk instead of the damn getting on the...
Right, but we forgot to say, we stopped by S2, Andy's supplement store.
Because we needed shit.
Supplement superstores, S2. I'm getting fumbled.
Spit it out.
Because not only we got a lot of supplements for free while we were there, but I wanted some other flavors. We need to get some stuff for Mo, some vitamins, some fish oil, all these things. So now we're trying to come back with the supplements that we have brought with us, the supplements we got there for free, and also the supplements
we purchased.
We bought while we were there. So now we're trying to cram all this stuff in, make all the suitcases weigh the right amount.
That was fun.
and get through security.
Yeah, but they were really good because of all the people from First Form
They
that were going
knew,
through with their
they-
supplements, and
everybody
they were
was
just
coming
like,
through,
"Oh, another
you
one."
know, they're running through the X-ray and
And
get all
half
the
of them
powders.
honestly were like, "Shit, I was so pissed because I couldn't go because I had
Everybody
like
knew
some
what
kind
was
of
going
military
on.
training going on, and shit, I couldn't go because I had to work." And I was like, "Good God, everybody
Everybody wanted to go.
Everybody
I mean,
goes this shit.
this-
Damn."
This was the place to be over the entire weekend. Everybody knew about it. It was the event to go to. So the plane ride home, I think, was a lot better.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun. And, you know, I would suggest to any of our people out there, if you're our follower, if you're new to us, if you've been a follower of ours, hey, next year, make a plan to go. I mean, I would definitely recommend it as an event. I definitely have a lot of good takeaways. There were a lot of good people that I met there. There were a lot of people I didn't get to meet that I would really love to meet and get maybe in a different setting where I get the more one-on-one time to hang out with, have conversations, bounce ideas off of, and things like that. I think I've come away from there with even...
We learned a lot.
I think I've come away from there even more motivated to reach out in different ways to get better at the ways, get better at Facebook, get better at Instagram, get better at YouTube, get better at these podcasts, my video editing, you know, and all those things. And you know, I think it really solidified what we were talking about in our last podcast about getting back to just being us.
Yeah.
Just training the way that we like to train, being the people that we want to be, and not worrying so much about you have to look this way. Because especially for me, because I'm really not a big guy anymore. I mean, back in the day, that is what that is. But I'm not meant to be 250 pounds. And sometimes I was trying to eat and train that way. And it's not necessarily the way that I enjoy training. Okay. And it's not even the way I feel. I feel like I look my best right now. I think, well, I could be leaner, of course, but you're not going to try to stay that lean all year round. I mean,
we are putting on some muscle this go around.
Right, but still getting back to training the way that I enjoy training. Mm-hmm. Getting back to what I've always been passionate about, the way I enjoy helping people, not worrying about, you know, learning that it's okay. Just be yourself, do you, and be the best you can be, and help the people who identify with you. And that's the best that you can do. Not, oh, I have to train this way because I have to look like this. I mean, there are people who are going to relate to us, and there are people who are not, and that's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
We are trying to reach anybody that we possibly can and help anybody that we possibly can. So, you know, we're getting kind of long. I don't know if you want to get out of here. I know that I have to get ready. I got to get some sleep because I got to get up at 2 a.m. and get off the day shift. Yeah, it's getting late.
Okay, so upcoming events. Okay, wait. Takeaways and final thoughts. I learned a whole lot about myself and had to take a look in the mirror and know what I need to work on. And I'm going to work on it and I'm going to get better.
That's
Jamie, I discussed it earlier. And
for some reason, you're trying to go exactly by these bullet points.
Well, no, I just...
Go ahead.
Fuck off.
Come on now.
Okay, upcoming events.
So, guys, I mean,
hey.
I have been asked to speak at an upcoming event that is not being promoted just yet, but I'm going to go ahead and promote it. I'm going to be speaking or helping speak with Catfish Cooley at the Maritime Throwdown
October
in
21st.
October, was it 21st or 24th?
You said 21st.
Okay, that's when it's going to be.
In Gonzales, Louisiana.
In Gonzales, Louisiana. Now, guys, if you like your line, if guys are
some
cocky,
competition.
This is going to be a competition. Line throwing, grappling hook throw, rigging. I mean,
cash prizes.
Captain Kenny keeps coming up with nice, cool shit. I mean, it's not all finalized just yet, but it's gonna be a lot of fun. And we're gonna set up a booth with the First Form products, with all of our audio equipment.
Hopefully by then we will have some.
We'll have our shirts, our
gear.
hats, our gear. I'm gonna be going at it with Catfish Cooley. I mean, he's really
this ought to be interesting.
This is a really fucking funny dude. If you don't follow him, check him out on YouTube, Catfish Cooley. So, you know, guys, if you're going to be off, try to make it out there. If you want to boast about your fucking line handling skills, your rigging skills, fucking pony up and get out there. Because I want to say, unless it's changed, I want to say he put like $1,000 on the line for cash prize.
I don't know.
He's going to get with me. I asked him.
It's still in the works.
I asked him just yesterday, hey, are we ready to officially promote this yet? So, I doubt he minds me, telling you about it. But, he said he's going to be sending me the link so I can help people find tickets. But I want to tell you about it right now. It's something that we're going to be going to. And if people want to meet us, get to know us, we're going to be there. It should be a ton of fun.
I'm excited.
It's a good opportunity for us to get out and meet people and to grow our brand even more in what we're trying to do. So tell them where all they can get in touch with us, Brandi. I'm going to catch you off guard.
You can catch us by email at anchoredinmuscle@gmail.com. Look Jason up on Instagram at muscle_captain_Jason Buckner, which he's considering changing to shorten it. Let's see.
It needs to be shorter.
Yeah. We also have a Facebook fan page. Look us up on Facebook, Anchored in Muscle. Our website, of course, anchoredinmuscle.com. What?
You're going to tell them about your website.
I just said it.
But then you're going to go in to tell them. So, guys, if we don't charge for anything that we do, we never charge for help. We never charge.
Confused now.
We never charge for help with a meal plan. We never charge for help with their workouts. These podcasts. There's not a membership fee to any of these websites. Nothing we do, but we do need your support. Tell a friend. Bring a friend. Go follow us. Subscribe to our blog, subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our videos, give them a share them to your friends. And then if you want help with supplements, 100% hands down the best supplements on the planet. First Phorm supplements are backed by 110% money back guarantee. Get with me. I will counsel you for free. I want to make sure you buy what you really need and don't buy what you don't need. You can find a link to
firstphorm.com/anchoredinmuscle. Okay, you can go.
Thank you very much. firstphorm.com/anchoredinmuscle.
He loves
Go
me.
to our webpage, click on the products tab, and you can find links to all the First Phorm products on our webpage. And if you want to show us your support, you can go to the Amazon store. Tell them all about it. Everything that we use,
we have listed on there for you to purchase.
That's right. Our containers, meal bags, digital scales, fat calipers, right down to our playlist, our songs that we jam out to, we're working out. Anything that you need for the fitness lifestyle, go check our website out. Look under the Amazon store in the products tab. Anything that you purchase there, if you go through one of our links, get to Amazon, that will be supporting what we do.
And you can also find our podcast on our website. There's a tab that says podcast. Go right to it.
All of those are there, and we continue
also on iTunes, Libsyn, and Stitcher.
There you go. So we're going to get out of here, guys. It's back summertime. I can get back to last time.
Yeah, you can, but it's fucking wet too.
It's fucking hot in Texas.
It was gorgeous in St. Louis, and we come back to bullshit. What the fuck?
Stay hydrated, guys. Live safe out there. Later.
Bye, Brandi.